This is Daily Armenia, ＳիվիլNeթ's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. The Armenian government voted last week to join the Ashgabat Agreement, a multinational pact establishing an international transport and transit corridor linking Central Asia to the Persian Gulf and Arabian Sea. Joining the Ashgabat Agreement will create new opportunities to integrate into a transport corridor connecting Central Asian countries with the ports of the Persian Gulf and to utilize the transit and transport potential of the member states, the government's justification said. The Ashgabat Agreement currently includes Iran, Oman, Qatar, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Armenia's accession is expected to enhance freight and passenger transit across member states by improving reliability, streamlining customs procedures, and fostering conditions for multimodal transportation. The move aligns with Yerevan's Crossroads of Peace initiative aimed at positioning Armenia as a key transit hub in the region. The agreement also complements both China's strategic interests in Armenia, viewing the country as a potential link in its efforts to connect Asia with Europe, and Iran's ambitions to expand connectivity in the South Caucasus. Armenia launched a major infrastructure project last year in the southern Sunnik region to improve north-south connectivity to the Iranian border. The agreement will be submitted to the Constitutional Court for a ruling on its compliance with the Armenian Constitution before going to Parliament for ratification. A crucial digital tool used to investigate shadow employment in Armenia has quietly gone offline. The tool, hosted by the Insurance Foundation for Servicemen, known as ZINAPA, allowed users to check how much companies paid in mandatory stamp duties for their employees. Since those payments are required for all officially registered workers, the data gave journalists a way to estimate how many employees were on the books and how many might not be. It was a rare window into shadow employment, which remains a major challenge in Armenia's labor market. When pressed, the foundation confirmed that the data is no longer public and referred further questions to the State Revenue Committee. That agency declined to provide any explanation. The timing raises concern. In 2024, Armenia received a 47 out of 100 on Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index, the same score as the year before. While higher than many neighboring countries, the stagnation signals that progress has stalled, and this change will be considered as backsliding. Since taking power in 2018, Yerevan's municipal leaders have promised infrastructure upgrades, including new metro stations and major roads. These plans were central to the Civil Contract Party's urban platform, featured in both its 2018 and 2023 local election programs. These initiatives were intended to ease the city's growing congestion, modernize public transportation, and upgrade basic urban infrastructure. However, investigations by CivilNet Check reveal a pattern of chronic delays and stalled progress. The much-anticipated Azhapniak metro station, promised in 2022 with construction to begin in 2024, is now pushed until at least next year, with completion not expected before 2032. Another station, Surmalu, hasn't moved past the idea stage. Road projects have fared no better. A key link from Gyurgian Street to Myasnikian Avenue hasn't yet broken ground, while another road, meant to ease pressure on Armenakian Street, remains incomplete despite missing its deadline. Even a long-discussed bridge connecting Arshakunians and Isakov Avenues, first proposed over a decade ago, only reached a tender stage late last year, with no firm timelines for construction. For international observers, donors, and investors, these unfulfilled infrastructure projects underscore a deeper challenge, as strong political mandates and reformist rhetoric meet institutional inertia and administrative complexity. As Yerevan aims to reposition itself as a modern, livable, and investment-friendly capital, especially in the context of its evolving relationship with the European Union, follow-through on infrastructure promises may be vital. Have you listened to the latest episode of the CivilNet podcast? Commentator Eric Hakopian surveys the political field ahead of the 2026 Armenian parliamentary elections, which will pit Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan against known and possibly yet to emerge opposition figures. He discusses the impact that a referendum to change the country's constitution will have on Pashinyan's prospects, as well as what it will take for each side to win. He also considers the matters of foreign interference and possible events that could drastically alter the situation. Find a link in this video's description or on CivilNet's Spotify channel. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 60. That's because Armenia played host this weekend to the 60th Annual European Karate Senior Championships, which brought 558 athletes from 46 nations to Yerevan. At it, Armenia earned its first 2 karate championship medals ever, with Gorner Sisyan and Yura Zalyan each taking bronzes in their weight classes. The Armenian women's team came in 7th in their group event. Germany came in first at the tournament with 3 total golds, while Italy won the most medals with 8. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.